Money is one of the greatest sources of stress in our lives. Whether it's mounting credit card bills, sleepless nights wondering how to pay rent, or the haunting fear of a financially unstable future, most people are stuck in a cycle of earning, spending, borrowing, and repeating. This isn't just poor planning. It's a national epidemic. The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey is a wake-up call wrapped in practical advice. It isn't about investing in fancy stocks, playing the credit card game, or chasing elusive financial hacks. Instead, it's about changing your relationship with money from the ground up, through discipline, sacrifice, and a step-by-step process. Dave Ramsey, a radio host and personal finance guru, draws from his own story of financial ruin. Once a millionaire in his 20s through aggressive real estate investing, he lost everything and had to rebuild his life, this time, debt-free. From that humbling experience came the foundation of his money makeover philosophy. The book is built on behavioral finance. Ramsey argues that personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. That's why logic alone won't save you. Your habits, mindset, and discipline will. In this summary, we'll walk through the principles of the Total Money Makeover, busting financial myths, exploring his baby steps strategy, and understanding how ordinary people can transform their financial lives permanently. This isn't just about getting rich. It's about regaining control, finding peace, and creating a life where money serves you, not the other way around. Dave Ramsey starts with a powerful claim. Most of what you believe about money is wrong. Society, marketing, and the financial industry have sold you lies disguised as common sense. Here are some of the biggest myths he tackles. This myth tells us that debt helps you build credit, leverage your income, and enjoy life now. But Ramsey argues that debt is a trap. Consider this. If you buy a 20 Indian rupees lakh car on a 5-year loan at 9% interest, you're paying nearly 5 Indian rupees lakh in interest. Now imagine putting that same money in an index fund over 5 years. You'd gain wealth instead of losing it. A credit score is simply an I love debt score, Ramsey says. It's based on your ability to manage borrowed money, not your wealth. Instead, he advocates for living without debt. You can rent apartments, get insurance, and even buy a house with a good down payment and manual underwriting. No credit score required. Leasing is marketed as smart, low payments, always driving a new car. But in reality, it's one of the worst financial decisions. You're constantly paying for depreciation without owning the asset. A smarter choice is to save and pay cash for a reliable, used car. Many believe in leveraging debt to invest. Ramsey says this is risky. True wealth comes from patience, discipline, and avoiding unnecessary risk, not gambling with borrowed money. Some people think budgets are a straitjacket. Ramsey flips this. Budgets give freedom. When you tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went, you gain control. A budget is the roadmap to your goals. Instead of trying to do everything at once, Ramsey recommends 7 sequential steps, called the baby steps. These build upon one another and offer a clear, focused path to financial freedom. Before attacking debt or building wealth, you need a buffer between you and life. Flat tires, dental emergencies, or sudden repairs shouldn't derail your finances. A starter emergency fund of 85,000 Indian rupees or $1,000, or more for high-cost cities, prevents you from reaching for the credit card every time something goes wrong. If your car battery dies, the 4,000 Indian rupees fix won't push you into debt because you're covered. This step is about speed. Sell unused items, work overtime, or deliver food. Get this fund as fast as possible. Now that you've protected yourself from minor emergencies, it's time to tackle all non-mortgage debt. Credit cards, student loans, car loans, medical bills. Ramsey promotes the debt snowball method. List debts from smallest to largest, pay minimums on all except the smallest, and attack it with everything you've got. Once the smallest is paid off, roll that payment into the next, creating a snowball effect. You have 3 debts, Indian rupee 10,000 on a credit card, 1 Indian rupee lakh on a car loan, and 2.5 Indian rupees lakhs in student loans. Pay off the 10,000 Indian rupees first, even if it has a lower interest rate. The emotional victory energizes you to keep going.
This is the step where sacrifices happen. Cut cable, pause vacations, eat at home. Get intense.
Every rupee should have a job. Destroying debt. With debt gone, it's time to build a real safety net. A fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses protects you from job loss, illness, or big life events. Ramsey suggests keeping this in a simple savings account, not invested, so you can access it anytime without penalty. If your monthly expenses are 50,000 Indian rupees, aim for Indian rupee 1.5, 3 lakhs. This gives you peace of mind knowing that a layoff or emergency won't send you back into debt. This fund is insurance against the unexpected, not an investment. Once you're debt-free and stable, it's time to build wealth. Invest 15% of your gross income into retirement accounts like a Roth IRA, 401k, or mutual funds. Ramsey recommends long-term investments in diversified mutual funds with a history of good returns. If your household income is 12 Indian rupees lakhs per year, invest 1.8 Indian rupees lakhs annually. Over 20 to 30 years, with compound interest, you'll likely build a sizable nest egg. Ramsey is conservative. He doesn't recommend whole life insurance, crypto, or get-rich-quick schemes. He believes in proven, slow-growth investments. If you have kids, help them avoid the student loan trap. Use tools like an education savings account, ESA, or 529 plan. Start early and contribute consistently. Saving 5,000 Indian rupees a month for 10 years with a decent return could cover a large chunk of college expenses without debt. Ramsey emphasizes teaching kids about money through example. Involve them in budgeting, give them commission-based chores, and help them build good habits early. Now tackle the final major debt: your home. Paying off your mortgage early not only saves you lakhs in interest but also gives you emotional peace. Imagine not having a housing payment in your 40s or 50s. That's financial freedom. A Indian rupee 40 lakh mortgage at 8% for 20 years costs nearly 38 Indian rupees lakhs in interest. If you pay it off in 10 years, you save over 20 Indian rupees lakhs. Throw bonuses, tax refunds, and side income at the principal. Refinance to a shorter term if needed. Owning your home outright means no one can take it away, recession or not.
This is the reward.
With no payments, strong investments, and full ownership of your assets, you now build legacy wealth. Continue to invest, build businesses, and explore other passive income streams, but more importantly, give. Ramsey believes generosity is the ultimate goal. Whether it's tithing, helping a relative, or supporting a cause, giving brings joy and purpose to money. Some people in this stage pay off other people's debts, fund missions, or even retire their parents. That's impact. Throughout the book, Ramsey emphasizes the importance of mindset and behavior. Budgeting is non-negotiable. Use a zero-based budget where every rupee is assigned a role before the month starts. Tools like Every Dollar, created by Ramsey, or simple spreadsheets work. If you're married, work together. If you're single, find a friend, coach, or online group to stay focused. Instagram lifestyles are usually funded by debt. Live your own story, not someone else's highlight reel. Don't upgrade your life every time your income increases. Instead, invest or pay off debt. The book is filled with stories of regular people, teachers, truck drivers, young couples, who paid off 20 Indian rupees lakhs, 40 Indian rupees lakhs, even 1 Indian rupee crore in debt. Many share their debt-free screams on Ramsey's radio show, shouting, "I'm debt-free," after years of hard work. These stories prove that it doesn't matter how much you make. It's about what you do with what you have. Discipline, focus, and consistency win every time. The Total Money Makeover isn't about flashy investment tips or quick hacks. It's about rebuilding your financial life from the inside out. Dave Ramsey's method works not because it's complicated, but because it's simple and repeatable. It's about changing your behavior, breaking free from cultural lies, and using money to serve your life, not control it. By walking through the baby steps, you move from survival to stability, then from stability to success, and finally from success to significance. Imagine a life where emergencies aren't crises, where your paycheck belongs to you, and where you have the power to bless others. If you're tired of debt, stress, and confusion, then this is your moment. Your Total Money Makeover starts now. Not next month. Not next year. Today. You don't need to be a financial expert. You just need a plan, and the willingness to follow it. Start small, stay focused, and one day, you'll look back from a place of peace and purpose, and say, "I did it." You don't need to be a financial expert. You just need a plan, and the willingness to follow it. Start small, stay focused, and one day, you'll look back from a place of peace and purpose and say, I did it. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider subscribing for more insightful breakdowns like this.
Wishing you all the best on your journey to financial freedom.
Please don't follow me if you want to stay broken and middle class.